In this video, we're going to cover the direct comparison test. Direct comparison will allow me to take a series that is not quite a p-series, not quite geometric, and compare it to geometric, compare it to a p-series. If you were to remove this n here, this would become geometric. If I was to remove this 1 here, this would become a p-series. So the way this is going to work, a sub n is going to be your given series. So a sub n is given. So let's assume this is my a sub n. This is my a sub n. Your b sub n is what you're going to choose. If it converges, so if I choose something that converges, so for example, 1 over 2 to the nth, 1 over n squared. So if I choose something that converges, it needs to be above my given series. I need my b sub n to be up here, which would mean that this converges. A sub n is given, b sub n, let's say it diverges. So I pick maybe 3 to the nth power, or 1 over x, so if it, or 1 over n. If it diverges, it needs to be underneath my a sub n so that it forces this to diverge. All right, so for the first one, I'm going to compare it to 1 over 3 to the nth power. So that is my b sub n. So this converges by geometric. So let's say this is my a sub n, so this is my given. Because this converges, I need b sub n to be above. So I need b sub n to be greater than my a sub n, or a sub n needs to be less than or equal to b sub n. So my a sub n is my given, so 2 plus 3 to the nth, and I need that to be less than or equal to 1 over 3 to the n, which it is. If these are the same, this is plus 2. The bottom is larger, which makes the whole thing smaller. So therefore, this converges by direct comparison test to 1 over 3 to the nth power. So we would say that this converges by direct comparison test to 1 over 3 to the nth power. So we don't say that it converges because of geometric. We say it converges because of the direct comparison test. For number 2, we're going to let our b sub n be 1 over n to the 1/2. So really the key to this is to know that this diverges. That's important. So understand what you're selecting, if it converges or diverges. So when I graph this, and you won't need to do this once you get the hang of it, but if this is my a sub n, and I know that b sub n diverges, I know that I need b sub n to be below, so I need b sub n to be down here. And if I could show that, then if this diverges, this also will diverge. So I need b sub n, so 1 over n to the 1/2 power, to be less than or equal to 1 over square root of n minus 2. This is 1 over root n, less than or equal to 1 over root n minus 2. And again, if we're subtracting 2, the bottom's going to be smaller, so the whole thing is going to be larger. So again, we would say that this diverges. So this diverges, so we'll say also diverges by the direct comparison test to 1 over square root of n. If you wanted to, you could say because P equals 1/2, but you don't have to do that, okay? Again, it's important to note here that we're saying this diverges not by P series, we're saying this diverges by the direct comparison test. For number 3, I'm going to compare it to a P series. So we're going to say B sub n is 1 over n squared. Because P equals 2, we know that this converges. So this converges. So if this is my A sub n, that's your given. And I know that this converges, so I need my B sub n to be above to conclude that that's also going to converge. So I need A sub n to be less than or equal to B sub n. So I have 1 over n squared plus 2 less than or equal to 1 over n squared. And again, that is true if these are the same. This is bigger, so this whole thing is smaller. So this converges by direct comparison test to that. For number 4, we're looking at our B sub n equal to 1 over 2 to the nth power. And again, this converges. Just know that. Know what you're selecting if it converges or diverges. That will help you a lot. So that this is my A sub n. My B sub n converges, so I need it to be above. So I need A sub n, so 1 over 3 plus 2 to the nth power to be less than or equal to 1 over 2 to the nth power. And again, this is larger, so the whole thing is smaller, so this does converge. So we would say that this converges. So this is how you're going to need to write your answer, especially on your test. So we're going to rewrite this. So we're going to say n equals 1 to infinity, 1 over 3 plus 2 to the nth power converges by direct comparison test to So you can leave it at that. If you want to take it one step further, you could say because r equals 1/2, which is less than 1. For number 5, we're not even going to continue with this one, because if you were to look at this, we have 3 to the nth on top and 2 to the nth on the bottom. If we just did the limit as n goes to infinity, if we did the divergence test, it does not equal 0, so this diverges. And then for the last one, we're going to let B sub n be equal to 1 over root n. So P is 1/2, which is less than 1, so this diverges. So on a graph, if this is my A sub n, if my B sub n diverges, I need it to be underneath. So I need B sub n to be here. So I need B sub n to be less than, so I need 1 over root n less than or equal to 1 over 2 plus root n. That's what we need to happen. It's not going to work though. These are the same. This is bigger on the bottom, so this is smaller. So it's, in fact, above it. So our B sub n is up here. So this is inconclusive. So for this, the direct comparison test does not work. So direct comparison test does not work. Because if the B sub n diverges, which is fine, it's up here, it tells us nothing about A sub n. Now A sub n may converge, it may diverge, we don't know that, but this test isn't going to help us. So in the next video, we're going to cover the limit comparison test. So for this, we would use the limit comparison